We never did any type of RV camping before we started this.
Along these roads we roam, we find adventure through traveling, camping, boondocking, and exploring.
Hello everybody and welcome to Vlogcast episode number 68. My name is Russ.
I am Carrie.
And we are the roads we roam. We're a couple living full-time in our little guy Max. If you're watching this video right now, which you probably are if you're hearing this, I don't know why I let in with that. However, this is our daily vlog where we talk about what we've been doing all week long. If you want to see kind of like on scene and you know the things that we're actually talking about now, check out our Saturday video. However, there are a lot of things a lot of information on these videos, these daily vlogs, that just don't make it onto the Saturday video.
Yeah, there's just so much we can't get it all
Exactly. And then we also, so we have that Saturday video, so check that out if that's what you're into. But we also have two opportunities where we get to talk to you live on YouTube. That's Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, and again Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern.
And don't forget our tips and tricks videos.
Yeah.
And our occasional camper cooking with Carrie videos.
Yeah. We got to do more of those.
We will. I mean, we eat every day. We just don't film it
every day. I know.
So today you
did
the normal day job.
First off, we're in Anthony, New Mexico, but just over the line from El Paso, Texas.
I always consider it El Paso just because...
Yeah, I mean, it's so close. Literally, I mean, you can see the lights of El Paso out this window right here. But no, yeah, I was in El Paso doing my regular day job. That's going to be in the video coming up Saturday. It's really short. I was busy. I was working. You know, I couldn't pull it out during meetings and say, "Smile, everybody." You know?
Not?
Well, it just doesn't work that way. But I was doing some video work for my job, so I had this running while I was doing some of that video work.
Very cool.
So you'll get to see that there. Yeah, it was nice to come back and see all the people at the home office. You don't, I miss them, so. It's always nice to come back and see everybody.
Well, it was weird for, the last 3.5 months? We've pretty much been glued to each other.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I haven't been away from Carrie for 8 hours for a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
So, the dogs and I, we hung out. We caused mayhem.
Good.
Here at
I'm
the
glad
park.
we didn't get kicked out.
No, we didn't get kicked out. You got to get caught to get kicked out.
Oh my goodness. Rare form today, Carrie.
Yes. Hey, you left me alone all day.
I know, talking with dogs. This is her first opportunity to talk with an adult human being.
All day.
Yeah.
But I did figure out some really cool things, like turning on closed captioning on our YouTube videos.
Yeah, I saw that. That's fantastic.
You know why I like that? Because there are times, we've talked before about how I stay up late at night, but you get up early in the morning. And if I want to see a video, sometimes you can't turn the volume on. I don't want to wake you up. But if the people that have the closed captioning on them, you can sit there and still follow along with it.
You turn that on for our channel.
Most
of them.
Yeah,
I know you have to go into every single video, and we have over 100 videos, so that's a lot.
This is where I'm regretting the fact that we put videos out daily, but I will be going through and updating. So I started with the last two. This one will probably get it turned on sometime later tomorrow after it's all rendered and everything. Yeah. But that was one of the big things for today.
Very good. I know that helps in searchability as well, so...
just
maybe
a little
we'll
trick
pick up some more
people are doing
subscribers
their
and stuff.
YouTube channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So today, for the topic, I thought that we would talk about our little guy Max.
Yeah.
And how we are using certain components to it. We've been testing it to its fullest extent.
Yeah, longer and longer days out without hooking up, and or without refills, with different things. So yeah, I think there's some pretty good information here that you're going to want to hear. Why don't you lead in?
So the first one, we'll start with propane.
Yeah.
We've tested that several times. We have gone a full week with the propane, using it for heating as well as food and refrigerator.
Yeah, and the heating was really cold. Every day was like 35 and below all day long.
So we were definitely running it for those. So in the cooler temperatures, for a full week on one can of propane, so we call it one tank of propane.
Yeah, 1 5-gallon propane.
Now, if you're in 40 degrees and above,
yeah, it probably lasts you longer. But we were using it because it was very cold. We were cooking in it.
The fridge.
We had the fridge running on it because we weren't plugged in.
And I'm cold all the time, so I tend to jack it up.
So
higher.
with those extreme colder conditions and running the fridge on it because we didn't have AC outlet and cooking on the stove, we got a week out of it.
Yep. So for propane, that's what it ran us for that.
Yep.
Electric power.
Okay, so we've gone, I think, 3 days boondocking is the longest stretch we've done without any shore power, without plugging into anything. Now we do have the solar, but we ran our lights the whole time. We also had to run the heater all night long because it was cold then too. And the heat that comes out is powered by the propane, but the fan, the fan that blows the air is electric.
Well, and I play the radio too whenever we're places. So we have gone out 3 days. We can probably do more if those are the only things you're running. But we've tested it for the 3 days, and we didn't run into any issues with that.
Yeah, the battery was set. It always fully recharged by the end of the day. So yeah, it was 3 days, no problem.
And we mentioned, what was it, 2 days ago? You showed off your little Harbor Freight finds. Something like that is good to have just in case you had overcast days where you want to make sure you just have some lights in the evening.
Yeah.
But we didn't run into that issue at all, so
no,
good to go there.
There was one night that we were, not knowing the abilities of it, we decided to use less light than what we normally would, So, but like I said, we had no issues going 3 days without plugging in, running all the lights, the radio.
Well, that's what prompted it. Prompted me thinking about this topic for the day, because we were so worried that we would run out of lights or run out of the power that we needed.
Yeah.
That I was making rice in the dark. But now we know.
Here's the deal. Even beyond that, we still don't know what that ZAMP controller says or means, whether it's 12.4 or 11.8. I need to pull out that instruction manual, read it, and understand it. And I'm sure I'm not the only person. There's probably a ton of people that do know what it is, but I imagine there's a ton of people that aren't really 100% sure what that's telling you as well. So once I learn it, I need to do a video on that.
We can do a special feature thing on the ZAMP.
Yeah.
But for the basic necessities, I think as long as you have access to the sunlight, it'll recharge the batteries enough where you can go for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So then we had water.
Water, yeah.
So the water, we filled up the city tanks. The
fresh tanks.
The freshwater tank.
Yeah, you're thinking city water is what you're thinking.
So we filled up the freshwater tanks, and we didn't run through it all.
No. We still had more than enough, and that was for 3 days. We didn't go past any of our gray or black water tanks as well, but we've even done longer with those gray and black water tanks.
Yeah, that's the next segment that I did.
So yeah, we had I filled up our fresh water tanks before we left for 3 days, and I think we only used half of that water.
And part of that, water conservation techniques. Yeah. So we did not use the shower during that time, either the baby wipes or quick wash.
Showers were baby wipe showers, and then only time we really used it was to turn the water pressure or the water pump on to flush the toilet, or maybe a couple of times when we needed water for cooking and stuff like that.
And then to save on washing dishes, we would use paper plates, some of those things, or very minimal water to wash and dry the dishes.
Yep.
So if you're thinking in advance like that, we did 3 days easy. We probably could have done the week since
with the water. Yeah, we had only gone through half that tank.
Yeah. So the black and gray tanks, we tested it. this last week.
Yeah, we went 7 days, and it never filled up, so we were good. We didn't use the bathroom in there all the time. Sometimes we were out and about, but and a lot of times I chose just to go to the park restrooms. But we went a whole week using it quite a bit, and we didn't fill either the black or the gray tanks. Again, we didn't take showers in here. We either took showers over at the state park shower area, or we baby wiped it. But no, neither tank was full. We did a lot of dishwashing in it.
I was surprised. I thought for sure we would have had to use the portable waste tank.
No, I didn't think so. We were at your dad's house, and we went more than a week and didn't have to use the tanks.
That's true. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, just to give people a loose sense of, can I go out for a weekend? And that, bear in mind, it's the two of us.
Yeah.
So we definitely are able to do it. I feel more confident. We're taking our baby steps to really getting out and doing the true boondocking out in BLM land.
Yeah, we're going to do... we've got a couple of state parks lined up where we have partial hookups, but then I think we're going to do a state park or two where we're doing some primitive camping. We won't be hooked up to electrical, we won't be hooked up to water, and we won't be hooked up to sewer. Then we're moving into boondocking in BLM land after that.
Yeah, I kind of told Russ the primitive thing is my comfort zone, so that way if we did need something, we knew that our resources were fairly close by.
Yeah.
And so just taking baby steps to you get comfortable. There's so much to learn when you are first starting this, and if you are like us where we never did any type of RV camping before we started this.
Yeah, we weren't even big tent campers. We tent camped a couple of times.
Yeah, we went out twice with this for quick weekend jaunts just to kind of learn how to plug things in.
Yeah.
But we were newbies in the truest sense of the word.
Yeah.
So we are slowly but surely getting more and more comfortable with this. And if we can do it,
yeah,
anybody
exactly. We've learned a lot in the last 4 months, and I don't think we're typically. I don't think we'd be categorized as newbies, but we're definitely not categorized.
We're not
as
newbies
experts.
anymore.
I don't think so.
We're not newbies anymore.
We've lived in this camper for over 4 months now.
So now we're just not as informed novices.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
or maybe a little bit more informed novices.
well, see, the best part about being a newbie is when you make mistakes, it's like, oh, well, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have to know. Now we have no excuse.
Yeah.
So.
But anyways, let's give a quick rundown again because there was a lot of jibber jabber in between there. So how long did we go with the propane?
We went a week with cooler temperatures below 40 degrees at night.
Heavy usage. Okay. Electricity.
Electricity, we've done 3 days, but we know we could continue doing that for what we used it for.
Fresh water.
Fresh water, we did a week.
Yep. And no, fresh water was 3 days, but we only went through half of it.
Oh, okay.
And then our tanks.
The tanks, that's what I did. And
Gray,
that we tested for a week.
Gray and black, a week. So that's about it, guys. If you've got any comments, questions, tips, or concerns, please get a hold of us. Carrie, why don't you tell everybody how they can get a hold of us?
You can always go to our website at theroadsweroam.com. You can hit our contact page, get a hold of us that way, or hit the little orange tab that says send voicemail.
Mm-hmm.
You can leave us a voicemail. We would really, really love that. Yeah. You can also get a hold of us at Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and you can listen to our podcasts, which are the audio versions of these vlogs on Spreaker and iTunes.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is Friday. Everybody get ready for that Friday night wine.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.